Hi everyone, let's go ahead and see how you can install Ubuntu using VirtualBox on your Windows machine. So you need to search here VirtualBox. So after searching this VirtualBox, you can simply click on download, or you can simply click on here. So it will be showing you this VirtualBox download version 7. You need to just click on here, and then we are going to download our VirtualBox for Windows host. You simply click on here Windows host, it's going to download it. Once this download is finished, you need to go back to your download folder here. So in this download folder, you have here VirtualBox. You can simply click on this VirtualBox. It's going to install here installation process. You need to click on here yes. So after doing that, it will ask you to start set up your VirtualBox. You can simply click on next and thereafter next, and then it says that it wants something like network interfaces. I mean, it will be disconnecting the network interface just to reset your network interface, which is okay for me. Thereafter, you need to click on install. It's going to take some time to install this VirtualBox. Do remember, this VirtualBox is completely free of cost. There is no price attached with the VirtualBox. Once this is installed, then we need to download Ubuntu, and then we will be installing Ubuntu to our VirtualBox. Alright, so installation is finished. Then it is saying that start VirtualBox. I'm just gonna press here finish. So your VirtualBox installation is done. It's going to install VirtualBox. So for the first time, it's going to take some time to start VirtualBox. Okay, so the VirtualBox has started. Thereafter, you need to click on here new. Then it asks that what type of image or what type of machine you want to create here. So as I told you, we want to create here Ubuntu machine. So we do not have Ubuntu ISO as of now. So we are going to first download Ubuntu here. So I write here Ubuntu LTS 22.04. So in 2023, 22.04 LTS is the latest Ubuntu. Alright, let's go ahead and download Ubuntu desktop. So there are many versions of Ubuntu available here. We have Ubuntu desktop, we have Ubuntu server, and Ubuntu IoT. We need Ubuntu desktop, which will be having a GUI. Then we need to click on Ubuntu desktop. Okay, on this Ubuntu desktop, you need to click on here download. So basic system requirement is 4 GB of memory and 25 GB of hard disk space. So we need to just click on here download. It's going to download here. It's going to download here Ubuntu desktop. So it will take a while because it's completely 5 GB of the file. So it will take like 10 to 20 minutes depending on your internet speed to download. Once this whole thing is downloaded, then we are going to use this image to install in our VirtualBox. Alright, so it has downloaded our Ubuntu desktop. Now we need to install this. We are going to open here VirtualBox. You need to click here on new. So it will ask you to add your operating system. I'm going to give here name as Ubuntu. Thereafter ISO, I'm going to select here this newly downloaded ISO, which is in download folder, and I have here Ubuntu desktop. Do remember, if you want Ubuntu as GUI, then you need to use Ubuntu desktop. So I'm just going to click on open, thereafter click on next here. Alright, so the password here we have change me, and username is vvox user. So I'm just going to put here as Ubuntu, and password I'm going to give here 1 2 3 4, and then here I'm also going to give 1 2 3 and 4. So this is the password 1 2 3 4, and host name is Ubuntu, and the domain name is here Okay, all these let it be as it is. Thereafter I click on next here. Then I give here 8 GB of the RAM for my Ubuntu. So necessary requirement for Ubuntu is 4 GB, but here I'm gonna give 8 GB of RAM and 100 GB of 100 GB of disk space I would be giving. But currently I'm gonna give here a 4 core processor for my Ubuntu. So currently my CPU have 16 CPU. Out of this 16, 4 CPU I'm gonna assign for this Ubuntu machine. Thereafter I click on next. Then I select here 100 GB of disk space. Out of 2 TB I'm gonna give here 100 GB space for my Ubuntu machine. After all these, I'm gonna click on here next, and here you see this is the summary what we have configured right now. Then I'm just gonna click on finish. It's gonna take a while to create this Ubuntu on this virtual box. Alright, now it is starting this Ubuntu. I'm just gonna expand this. It may take a while. Then here in this view, I'm gonna make it here as I need to make sure that it's a scaled version I have enabled here, this scaled mode, so that I can see it here. Alright, so this Ubuntu is getting installed. We need to wait for a while so that this can install. Alright, so seems like installation is being done here. It is currently verifying some installation configuration and Ubuntu is almost running right now. It has started creating here file system which we had assigned earlier, 100 GB of disk space for my Ubuntu. It has created that file space. Now it is copying this Ubuntu file so that it can install it properly. It has been almost 10 to 20 minutes since I have been waiting to complete its installation. Seems like it is almost finished, but we still need to wait for some more time. So it almost took 30 minutes to finish this installation. It is done now. You can click on Ubuntu and you can log in with your username and the password. We had set username Ubuntu and the password was 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the password. Alright, hit the enter. Alright, so you can see here your Ubuntu machine. It has successfully logged in Ubuntu machine. Now it is asking you to set up the accounts. All these steps you can skip for time being. There is no need to set these steps here. I do not want to send my system info here, and then I do not want to enable private locations, and then I'm just gonna click on here done. That's all you need to do. One more thing you might be seeing here, that this resolution is not sufficient. It's very less resolution. You can set it with the setting there. You need to open settings and then you need to open here display, go in appearance. In that you need to set your setting. Let me find out where resolution is here. Okay, it's actually here in the display. So you need to click on display and then in this resolution you need to increase this resolution here. I just click on here apply. It's going to increase resolution of my Ubuntu system there. Alright, it may take a while to completely apply this resolution on my Ubuntu. Alright, seems like it has reverted back. Let's go ahead and apply it once again here. I'm just gonna click on apply and then it will pop up a window there if you want to keep that resolution. We need to immediately select that I want to keep that resolution. Alright, so my Ubuntu machine setup has been done here. Now you can clearly see here Ubuntu machine is here. You can open here terminal and you can do a more testing on the terminal. So I click on here terminal. I type there terminal and then it opens here terminal. All right. So in this you write there ls. So you can see there we have desktop, document, download, all these stuffs are here. Now whatever the whatever the performance or whatever the steps or whatever the software you want to install on Ubuntu, you can install that on Ubuntu and you can get started with your Ubuntu on Windows machine here. Alright, this is all about in this lesson. I'll see you next one.